welcome to Midnight Madness. Today we're doing the reading for Chosen Water because I just felt that it's been a very emotional transition coming out of Pisces. We've still got remnants of Pisces energy. We're now coming into Aries, which is more fiery. So if anyone's had any arguments recently, you can blame it on fire in the Aries. I've got an Aries ascendant, so I tend to go read for Aries rather than Aquarius. I also have Sagittarius moon. Everyone's got a bit of everything, so you can probably read or watch every video of the ones I've done, because you'll probably take a piece out of everything. If you Google your natal chart, you'll be able to find exactly what placements you have. Now the deck I'm using today is by Radley Valentine and Doreen Virtue, and it's called the Fairy Tarot deck. It's a very old deck. The actual box it came in has fallen apart, so I can't even hold it up to show you. But that's what it looks like on the outside. Now I've pulled the first card for you for water signs is the Princess of Cups. Now, male or female, gender is fluid. We've all got male and feminine energies. We've got here the Princess of Summer, which is a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. Now I've got 3 moons in water, so I can totally relate to how everyone's feeling. They're gentle, they're sensitive, they're kind, they're inexperienced. They may have a stack of romance novels by their bedside. They're imaginative. They may have a little garden. They like to be in a quiet place as well. It's talking about a new relationship or an emotional experience. Invitations to social events, compassionate friends you can share your concerns with. They may be a very good support work if they may be working with people's energies. Some of them could be counsellors, they're born counsellors or healers, or they could be studying, they could be a psychologist, a caseworker, a social worker, but they're people that like to listen and listen to what you've got to say, and you can tell them your deepest fears, and you know that they'll listen and be compassionate and they'll cry with you. You won't cry alone, they'll cry with you. Okay, now what we've got crossing that is the Six of Pentacles. This is talking about doing some sort of volunteer work. Now volunteer work is a good way to give back to society. If you're currently working and you wanted to give back, or you're currently taking a little hiatus from work, you might have a big hole in your timetable, it would be really good to give back. An unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. I know a lot of people go and volunteer their services for victims of crime. I actually get counselling from them every 2 weeks, and my psychologist is brilliant, and she's been doing that since 2016. It's a way to give back, and I think they make the psychologists do that leading up to graduating, to doing their masters. So it's something that you may possibly want to look at. Now I pulled here a crystal, which I'll read about after I do the reading. The smoky quartz, which I think is really good for Scorpions. Now in the past you've got the 7 of winter, meaning you were having something that no one else had, not seeing things clearly, returning away from the truth. Some of you may have had knowledge of something that no one else had. She had a decanter with the last drop of water on the planet, and she's skating on thin ice, but she's running away. So for some people you may have wanted to run away from things that were scaring you in the past. The 6 of Pentacles is to do with years. So in 6 years time, maybe now, between now and 6 years time, you'll be able to do some volunteer work. And then 7 of Swords talks about 7 weeks ago, maybe roughly 7 weeks ago, you maybe narrowly missed out on something detrimental to your health, or that impacted you. Reviewing your current plans to see if changes may be necessary. Yeah, disappointments. Saying ask your angels to show you who does and doesn't have integrity. Sadly, there are people who hide their real intentions, but by listening to your intuition, you'll be given signs or messages to show you the truth. Pay attention to red flag warnings. Although you see the best in people, it's time to take your blinders off and acknowledge that some people's actions are dishonest. They will allow you to avoid painful situations and dilemmas. The 3 of Pentacles is talking about 3 years ago, you may have been commissioned to do some artwork, to do some I don't know, creative work, whether that be doing a YouTube channel. You may have started that channel 3 years ago, or you may have started to do a blog, which is journaling, because that's also very helpful for emotional people, which Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces can be, to journal and talk about and write about their emotions, whether it be through journaling or poetry or drawing. It's a way to express how you feel without bottling it up. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. People may have wanted readings from you. You might have volunteered free readings. That's another option. You could still be doing that. You may have done that 3 years ago, and you still may be doing it now. You may just like to give them a taste of what they can get by telling them to go to your channel so that they can have a sample. Now, the Nine of Cups here is talking about a wish coming true. Your fairy godmother, or your grandmother, in my case it's my grandmother that's passed away recently, is going to grant you a wish, a magical time of life. And what she's saying to do is to do spell work, which is, I'm burning a green candle at the moment. I'm trying to get rid of a flu that it took a long while to shake. And the Good Witch's Guide I've got, it's a modern day Wikipedia of magical ingredients and spells, told me to burn a green candle with take away my flu and burn it. And it has improved. Yes, I've taken medication, I've done alternative therapies, but the green candle has helped. It also is good for protection. So candle work works with air, fire, water and earth, because it's a solid matter. Then you're burning it, just the fire. Then it's turning into liquid fire, liquefied candle wax, and then the air is what's making the candle burn. So you're working with the 4 elements there. The 6 of spring is coming for you. So whatever you wish for, the cups is saying in 9 months' time, whatever you're wishing for will come to fruition. The 6 of spring is to do with a Ticketek parade. I always think of Andrew Johns wandering through the streets of Newcastle down Hunter Street when they won the grand final. They come up on the bus, in a bus full of them, singing It's a Beautiful Day by U2. And everyone was very, very excited. My brother went in there and watched that event, I can remember. So it's saying you've come through something really hard, and it says you've made wonderful news is on its way, smart choices that bring rewards, success in public recognition. So you may be being recognised for something that you've come through that was very hard in your life, is what it's saying. 6 of spring also represents this is close. This is the near future. So in 6 days' time, you're going to be awarded with something. Not sure what that's about. There we go. Success, receiving awards or scholarships, being in the public eye, an offer of help from someone very successful, and smart choices. Congratulations on the job, well done. This isn't a time to be shy or humble. Even if you don't normally seek attention, it's healthy to bask in the glow of your accomplishments. Allow people to see the wonderful things that you've created. Be visible and vocal about your beliefs. Let your unique talents and passions be known. Wonderful news is on its way to you. It may be a promotion, a new career opportunity, or even an award. Positive recognition for all your hard work is at hand. The red rose shows passion and commitment. Unicorns represent purity of thought. Then it's got, the next card I pulled is the High Priestess. So you guys might be seen as a spiritual leader. The High Priestess represents someone who's at the top of their game. And the crystal I used to pull was the Lapis Lazuli, and it's from Rainbow Runner. Most of the crystals here are from Rainbow Runner, in Beaumont Street, Hamilton, New South Wales. 2300, and it's a good shop. You can go online and buy things there as well. So that's going to heighten your intuition if you take a crystal with you every day. I got given a pouch recently. That's my pouch. And I put my pouch in, I put crystals I want and try and amplify my energy for that day. Intuition has never been a problem for me, so my intuition is off the charts half the time. Depends on how quiet and chilled I am that I get proper messages. Saying to take long meditative walks. You need to go out there and breathe. Yoga, swimming. Water is very good for people that are water signs, that struggle with asthma, hay fever, allergies, stress-related emotional upheaval. Water is very relaxing because it's doing two things. It's calming, stilling the mind, and having movement for the body. So it's using two ways of expressing emotion and form, and it's very relaxing. What you've got around you is people that are around you right now. Well, you've got lots of people that are very depressed around you, and you know what? Misery attracts company. It's also saying you're feeling very blah, you're feeling very flat. As I messaged to someone the other day, a very close person to me, I feel like a balloon that has no air. I watched it on a movie, I thought it was a very cool analogy, which means you just feel flat, blah. So it says 4 of autumn, this is in 4 months' time. Sorry, Pentacles. Sorry, 4 years' time. 4 years' time, you may come out of this slump, or you may be surrounded by other people that have depressive episodes, and this is normal. Very intelligent people usually fluctuate between depression and anxiety. It's a common trait for the very bright, I like to call them. Now what you've got, your hopes and fears, is that you desire for a more meaningful life, realizing it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Some of you may fear these major life changes. The 8 of Cups is talking about packing up all your troubles and leaving the sadness behind. So in 8 months' time, you may decide what you need to decide what you want to do, whether to stay or to go, whether it's with a job, whether it's with a relationship, or maybe you're fearing the end of what one of you or both of you may want to end a relationship, and you're fearing that you're going to lose that relationship with the Piscean, because we've got here the awakening. Now the Piscean looks at the world in a very different way. They're called the dreamers, and they usually are the ones that look at life upside down from a different perspective. They could be labelled weird, eccentric, but they are just very yin and yang. They either swim upstream or they swim downstream, the opposites of black and white. So you've got to, maybe they also see things in black and white, and if you're in law, you have to look at shades of grey, is what it's saying here. Now, it's telling you to be like the water. Water, we're reading for water. Be like water, that's what Bruce Lee said. Phlegmatic is relaxed, peaceful, no stress. That's what they need. They need peace and relaxation. They also need to have people know their worth, people to respect them, and their perspective is looked at. Then we've got air. For an air sign, that's Sagwine. Air signs are hopeful, confident, but they need attention, affection, and approval. And then we've got earth signs are melancholic. They're analytical, they're quiet, but they need support, they need space, and they need silence. Choleric is a fire. They're short-tempered, they're irritable. They require loyalty, appreciation, sense of control, and credit for what they do. Sigmund Freud invented these 4 different personality types. So they're phlegmatic, and trust me, if you're phlegmatic, I have allergies. COVID was horrific for me. I had a lot of phlegm recently when I had COVID. Since got over it. Took a long time. 10 of Cups, the outcome is you've got the rose quartz I put on there to protect the love. To amplify that, I've mixed it with selenium. Selenium is like an amplifier of the love. If you want to carry those 2 stones around with you, they'll amplify it. The 10 of Cups is to do it with an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends and raising children wisely. People you can trust. This is your hopes, this is your outcome. Well, the outcome is you'll have a happy family life, with the Cups being 10 months' time will be the outcome. So it's saying not to worry if you're worried about a relationship's longevity. It's saying it's going to work out in 10 months' time. Okay, so that's that. Now, the crystals. So we've got lapis lazuli, inner vision, truthful, was known to use to entomb and decorate the pharaohs of ancient Egypt as a stone of royalty and spirituality. It is unsurpassed. It still carries the vibration of the inner king or queen that lies buried in each of us. To those who wish to awaken that aspect, lapis is a steadfast aid in the deep inner journey. To know oneself deeply is to resurrect one's divine nature. It's the stone of royalty in its truest nature, and its path of self-knowledge is the means of uncovering that truth. Lapis activates the psychic centers at the third eye, allowing one to develop enhanced intuition and access to spiritual guidance. It is a stone of visionary awareness, bringing one a better learner and teacher, making you a better learner and teacher. It is a stone of truth and stimulating influences the throat chakra. Therefore, it assists one in both discerning and speaking the truth in all situations. Lapis is a stone of initiation as well. Gifting a friend with lapis can be a catalyst for a mystical journey to a higher awareness. Lapis is often particularly attractive to individuals with past life connections to Egypt. I've always had a fascination with Egyptian mythology, and meditating with the stone can assist in recovering memories of those past lives, aiding evolution. So there's that one. And then I have rose quartz. Is unconditional love, peace and calm, self-love, activation of the heart chakra, emotional support and nurture. So it's the heart chakra. That and burning a green candle is also good for the heart chakra as well. Onyx is the root chakra, it's earth. So onyx will ground you if you're a little bit scattered. If you've got air in your chart, you'll be carrying one of those around with you. It's an inner strength card. Persistence enables one to carry even difficult and dreary tasks through to completion on a mental level. It increases your ability to maintain focus, allowing one to learn challenging new material and use well all the one it has mastered. It is energetically boosts the retention of memory and encourages attention to detail. These traits make onyx a helpful tool for students, teachers, business owners, accountants, lawyers, software and computer technicians. It's also a stone of physical strength that assists you in containing one's energies rather than allowing them to dissipate. It helps one to gradually build up one's vitality, especially if you've had a long illness like COVID people. Well, everyone's had COVID, so everyone could benefit from onyx. Or even prolonged work project, both of which depletes one's resources. It can help you keep focused on an exercise regime, weight loss program, or other effort to improve your health. Excellent stone for bodybuilders. So anyone that's a bodybuilder out there, even if the goals are quite modest, it'll help you stay on the program. It can help one to control, focus and direct the will, and this brings about a considerable increase in one's personal power. Discipline. It'll help with discipline, and Scorpios are they're a very disciplined lifestyle. I know most Scorpions I know lead a very disciplined lifestyle. And then we've got smoky quartz. Is a variety of a grounding of negative energies, dreams and inspirations. It's a premier grounding stone. It can help with even the spaciest individuals get to their land legs so they can fully function as physical beings. When one is working in 5D in the higher realm, activating the upper chakras in the body and aligning them with a non-physical chakra above the head, smoky quartz can help one come back to the body and the physical world, like in the Pisces card with the, there's the spiritual information coming through their aura. Non-physical. It's a good stone to have nearby when balancing your checkbook. It lends focus to students and patience to teachers. It's one help to avoid extravagance except when it comes to purchasing smoky quartz. It offers protection from negative energies in one's environment. It can absorb and transmute negative energy by grounding it in the earth where it can be neutralized. It is a good stone for keeping things clear by purging the atmosphere of unspoken resentments or suppressed conflicts. One can pick up a smoky quartz when one is in a very bad mood, and a few minutes later one may wonder where the mood went, because smoky quartz pulls in negativity so easily, and through most of it is grounded in the earth. So you could do a meditation with it. You pick it up, breathe in positivity with the crystal, which is the quartz crystal. I don't know where mine's gone. Yeah, quartz crystal. So breathing energy on your right, breathe out energy, negative energy on your left. You could do 4 rounds of 4 breaths if you wanted to. It also helps get your blood pressure down, your focus down. Your focus is back to normal breathing patterns, and your blood pressure will normalise. Now the next set I'm doing was gifted to me by a couple of people that I was doing a self-development class. It's called Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle Cards. I'm just going to pull two, because we're already up to 20 minutes. Okay. I like to cut them, usually 2 or 3. I'll just do 2. Leap. So that's the past. You go first, the universe will catch you. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? So maybe you're so used to giving to others that you forget about giving to you. Well, taking space, taking time away from everyone else's energy, everyone else's depression and apathy and grief. You need time away to go and recharge. You need peace and quiet. So we've got leap. You go first, the universe will catch. Leap. Just got to find it. It's in fairly new books. I mean, 72. This is an action. This is the action you have to take. You have to. Oh, this is the action. So that's not actually past. This is what you have to do. This is now. Leap is 72. 72. Yeah. Take a good run up and leap. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap. To throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you are being called to leap towards or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or perhaps you are waiting for a big fat sign, or an instruction manual, or a permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of what we know in order for something new, and it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising, and right now this is where you're being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year, which is now. We're in fall. We're in an autumn equinox, I think. And encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away, leaf by leaf. For a moment it feels like nothing will grow again. It's a stagnancy. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. And this is an emotional thing. When you lose a person through death or separation because the relationship broke down, there's a grieving process, and it's a time of going within. It's a time to be hermit mode. The branches are left bare with the comfort of what once was, but in the morn of spring, new short shoots begin to appear, and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. So if you think about it, you plant the tomatoes and they don't come out for about 6 months if you're lucky. Mine took longer. You plant the seeds and then you hope that the good things will come back to you in the springtime. So it's telling you in the spring. So what's this month now? This is what? April. July, August, September, October, November, December. So January. It's saying either January or February is when you may reconnect with family members or reconnect with someone that you've had to leave or separate from. Then you've got here Star Mother, which is 48. And Star Mother is an inquiry card, so that would have come first. 48. How can you mother yourself? You are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens, let her rock away your fears, lay all your worries, regrets, shame and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness, let her love away your fears. Your capacity of love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You've done this, you've got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders and forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. Ah, that's beautiful. You may have Taurus prominent in your chart, in your natal chart, because the High Priestess also represents Taurian energy. You may have a mother that's got Taurus in the chart, or a grandmother that's got Taurus in the chart. So there's that. I might just pull one more on the bottom of the deck. And you have Council of Light. That's a beautiful card to pull. divine orchestration helpers in the subtle realms. It's calling on the highest ascended masters, such as Mother Teresa, Jesus, Buddha. People that are ascended masters is what they're the ones actually giving you all the information that you are receiving. It's not your doing. You're just a vessel. They're channeling information to you, and you're being able to then express it to the world via a YouTube channel, or via journaling, or a dream diary. Council, pay attention to your dreams because they're trying to communicate to you. Council of Light. 94. Council of Light is in the column of activation. Inquiry. Action. So action is the Council of Light, and then the activation is leap off into the void. Council, you're being launched into a different arena, or a different job, or a different place to live, or just a different outlook. Divine orchestration helpers in the subtle realms is a team of benevolent beings which have passed over, who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. They're here to help you achieve your soul mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask them. They can help with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. They're willing and ready to step in and get to work. What would you like help with? What tasks would you like to delegate to them? They're a team of ascended masters like angels, light beings and guides devoted to the rising of earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a spirit world, United Nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to uplifting the planet. Pray to them for clarity, put in your requests and let them get to work. That's all I have for you. Hope that helps somebody out there.